Peace and Black Power. Once again, it's the African Empowerment Network. We're here with a young king. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and tell you a little bit about what we're gonna be talking about today.
How y'all doing this evening? My name is Leroy Butler. I'm a community member, born and raised in Sarasota, Florida, the greater Newtown community. We're talking a little bit today about some of the different programs and organizations that I do in the community to try to uplift the community, and some of the political agendas and things going on in that realm.
All right, but you been a community activist or social activist. How long have you been involved with that type of work?
Oh man, I've been a social activist, or people are scared of the word rebel, but I've been a rebel since I was about 15. So once I learned how to read and I started reading it, and education was the best weapon ever happened to me, man. It was the best thing, very uplifting, very liberating, and it's something that everyone should look into, man. Just read. I don't care if you're 57, 99 years old, read more. Keep picking up journals, articles, know what's going on.
What were some of the books you read when you first got in the knowledge to want you to get into social activism?
Well, I majored in anthropology and sociology in college, so I read a plethora of journals and excerpts and just field studies and studied things about social interactions and cultures and how we are where we are today or whatnot. So, but one of the things that stuck out, one of the biggest books that stuck out to me, and it really reframed the way I hear myself, was Carter G. Woodson's The Miseducation of the Negro. Carter G. Woodson was an African American Harvard graduate. He wrote The Miseducation of the Negro, and it was in the processes and the societal forces that shaped basically where we are today and where we were back then. And it was probably the most liberating book I've ever read.
How accurate would you say the content in the book was as far as describing the situation we're in today?
Well, one of the big things he talk about is just ideal of conceptual incarceration. He talks about if you control a man's thinking, you don't have to worry about his whereabouts. He will find his place in society and he will sit there until otherwise. But his education makes it necessary for him to break free of his conceptual incarceration.
But speaking on the involvement with the youth and things plaguing the youth, what would you say in your opinion are some of the major issues going on right now in our community plaguing the youth or negatively influencing the youth to keep us down?
Lack thereof education, I would have to say, is like the lack thereof making education cool. Like education doesn't come off as something that's cool.
Right.
Being better in football holds a higher value than having a 4.0 GPA in African American neighborhood. It's not just mine. Being that guy toting that 40 cal makes you tougher, makes you better, has more added value in your circumstance than that kid with that 3.7. We have to shift the whole way we perceive things. We have to shift our whole values as a culture to trickle that down to the young man, to trickle that down to our young ladies, to trickle that down that, hey, you don't have to act like those women on Love and Hip Hop, fighting, scratching, biting, B-word, age, and all this here. But you don't know. You don't have to behave. Understand that that's entertainment for the market. That's not what you have to behave like with our kids internalize. So our kids internalize and they start to behave like.
Now, with that being said, what do you think some of the solutions we could give to the kids or the youth? Like, I think the kids look up to money and a false sense of what they seem to be power as what draws them into that negative lifestyle. With us being on the positive vibe, trying to give them that image, what do you think some things we could do to kind of draw the youth in?
What we're doing right now, it's dialogue, have these conversations. That's all you can do is talk to them, expose them to these kind of conversations. Say, hey, that's not cool. This is what it really is. Be able to code switch with them. Be able to talk their language, so they understand that it's authentic. Be able to explain to them, to teach them another language. So you talk their language, you teach them another language. You let them know you understand what's quote unquote real, and what your definition of real, young man, is. It's not even real at all, so mentorship, like you said, we need more work. That's what we can do. Make them value these things, we have to reshift their value system.
Right.
Tell them it's football practice or baseball practice. Everybody does.
Mm-hmm. On time.
So we got to school too.
Excuses, late.
And it's not their fault. Because the society has taught them that's what's important. That's what matters. Back to your question, what we have to do is, we're foot soldiers. What we're doing is we're creating dialogue. But it's just like in any war. It's not about how many you kill, who you kill. So it's about who delivered the message to the kid.
Right.
Me and you delivering it over and over is going to help. Not one of these gangsters delivering it.
Mm-hmm.
The guys they look up to.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that want to be like saying, whoa, this ain't it. This ain't what it is, little bro. And I wish, you know, I wish I could, I'm young, but I wish I could have grew up in the 50s and 60s. Because I heard that's what it was like in the 50s and 60s.
Being raised by a community. Like.
Raised by a community.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't sell a kid drugs in 1950. Get banged. You couldn't rape a woman, you get banged.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sell crack to old women, you get banged. You can't rob an old woman, you get banged. That's not what we do. At
all. We done lost that.
We got love. The whole essence of gangs and Bloods and Crips, they were created to protect neighborhoods. It was self-love.
Right.
Now how we get into killing each other over it, and it's the biggest misconception in the world, man. It's one of those misconceptions that you just gotta keep fighting. But at the end of the day, that's why celebrities get so much flack. You know, they're not keeping it real. It's not about keeping it real. They do have their tongue tied. They do have things they have to do to support themselves. That's why I love what Beyonce did, Super Bowl, and Super Bowl weekend. Everybody was like, oh, she don't tie herself to the back. Sometimes you have to build yourself up and get a platform to deliver a message that can really be heard. You're just yelling all the time. Listen, even the video, she came out in New Orleans and they had a scene where the guy was like emulating Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown. You ever seen the video?
Yeah.
I seen that and I was like, oh man, see, and I smiled from ear to ear when I seen it. You're gonna have critics from both angles. Some people didn't believe she should have. She's bringing a dialogue about. They didn't expect her to. Yeah, man, that was messed up. Trayvon Martin was messed up. You know, and it's happening. Yeah, we have our issues out of the community. The crime rate in Chicago is messed up. But what I'm here saying is there's so many other players in that situation. The same reason why 425 black men kill each other in Chicago is the same reason why white men kill Trayvon Martin out of fear. Period.
We spoke earlier on the involvement of the youth and the work that you're doing. Could you explain to the people the importance of the type of work that you're doing and the importance of just involving the youth in anything that you're doing as far as building?
Well, it's very important, and I focus mainly on the one generational piece. You know, the kids are our future, man. The kids are, you know, what we leave behind is what we'll become. You know, so I'm a part of the brotherhood. I'm an uncle in the Brotherhood of Man mentoring group, and we meet in James Garden, which was a housing project when I was growing up. We just talked to them about life. We took real life. These conversations we have, 8 through 18, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it with you. I'm gonna give you the real deal Holyfield. It's the only way to be, because when you turn 18, guess what happens? That's the only way to be.
Hit with that real. Man, how you find out about the organization you were a part of now?
Well, it's funny. My Uncle Dominic actually started the Brotherhood of Man, and I was still in high school. And he happened to come in as a guest speaker.
In high school?
I was in high school. And I came in, and I'm a part of it. They signed me up. I came in, and I seen him, and everybody knew me because I was football. You know, I was a defensive player here at Booker High School. I was pretty popular, prom king, all that good stuff. Oh, that's it. Go Leroy, the dance and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? So the kids sitting there, and I had their attention then. Like me trying to talk, I'm removed from that age group now. So I had their attention then. I'm like, hold on, don't let that fool me. 3.8 GPA. Got all this stuff in order. Read every day, do all your homework. Leroy get in no trouble. Like he taking care of like long term. I'm not invested in like the whole football go to NFL dream, which is like every dude that made it, I'm proud of. My little brother played. I got friends that made it. On a mass scale, on a bigger scale, there are 1,300 slots in the NFL. school football players chasing 1,300 spots. Disproportionately, we affected by the ones that don't make it.
Right.
So it's like, just like poker, you need outs. Football is an out. Education is an out. Baseball is an out. Let's not put all our eggs in one out. And if you're gonna put all your eggs in one out, education has a 999 batting average. You gotta do something really stupid to finish with education, and you can't be stable. Education is for marginalized poor people. Education is for marginalized poor people. If you think about it from a philosophical standpoint, my dad, $10 million company. I was 18 years old. Time to go to the age of plateau. Do I really need to go to school? Do I really need to learn all this stuff to learn how? He can just teach me how to run this company.
Right.
See how to run the company. Either way it goes, straight. You don't have those resources and those capital resources and those different opportunities. You create one via education. You create your own. You know, it's the only thing that's offered for you. Don't. There's nothing that, unless you have a learning disability or something, there's nothing that's restraining you from a free public education. Which brings me to my next point, where I'm so upset about our children. They come to schools and they don't see what I see. They don't see that, my granddaddy had to sit in the back of a classroom, you know what I'm saying? No matter how hard he did or how well he studied, he was receiving an F on the table. They got the immersion resources. They weren't even allowed to use the computer, like whatever that. They don't even realize that. And then they come here with all these resources and opportunity, and for whatever reason, that multifaceted problem I was talking about earlier, these kids come here and blow it off. And it's not their fault.
Nah. From all the work you've been doing in the community, what's some of the benefits you've seen from the service and efforts you put in so far?
Inspiring other people to do it, inspiring people, because one thing about it, man, humans get caught up in titles and names, and they keep forgetting the most important title, human. Any human, no matter what you've done in the past, future, present, your past life, last year, has the ability to inspire somebody to do right and save a life and positively affect not only the black community, but America as a community, the black and white community. We won. We ain't won that equality-wise, but we're one. We're humans. And I know that generally, the vast majority of humans have great hearts. Let's look at the progress we have today. 60 years ago, this conversation ain't even happening. Not here. Not in this field. You know what I'm saying? 60 years ago, it was dirt field, back. You know, we gotta keep in mind that humans generally, we can do it. We just gotta set aside our difference. You can agree to disagree without hating each other. I always live, one of the principles I live by. The purpose of a disagreement or argument should never be whether who wins or loses. It should always be progress. Any argument, discussion, disagreement should always be progress. It should never be whether who wins or loses, and the winner and the loser should both take something productive away from that conversation. Period. That's we're civilized humans. We have to behave like we're civilized. Just because I lost, and I'm not gonna think of your demise. I'm not gonna prepare your demise. But consider what you said critically and just see if we can have a common ground. Meet somewhere in the middle. It is. People are very, 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 very egotistical about the win-lose thing. One of the things we gotta grow out of as a human race. This ain't even the black thing and the white thing, it's a human thing.
Speaking to me on that one, that was one of my hardest teachings right there. Learning to be able to disagree and still get along with them and not have no grudge or no grievance in my heart against that person or whatever. Like you said, wishing for their demise. Definitely a process of maturation.
Oh yeah, and it happens. Man, it had the same. To me, and this is because for me, once I became, reading before, it their stage. That's what you becoming a woman.
Right.
So the first stage I was in, you can ask every single kid under the college group. And I didn't even know I came off like that. I was angry. Very angry. And I had a right to be angry, so I wasn't mad about nothing,
Got these blinds over my eye for this long,
I wasn't crying over because I cracked my iPhone screen, I wasn't mad about it, stuff like that. I'm like, whoa. There are a lot of players and systems that ain't right. Ain't right is ain't right. So you're like, no, this isn't right. You start, you're naturally a part of this world, so in this society, so you start thinking like, I'm supporting this perpetual cycle by doing this, and this is so discriminative toward my people, and I'm supporting this goes toward the woman, and so a lot of everything we're in, because it's a melting pot, it's kind of hypocritical. Everything we're in is kind of hypocritical. So it's one of the things where yes, African Americans need to be uplifted. We should be uplifted, all day. Why Black Power comes off as intimidating? I don't know. But I don't think it's intimidating. I think it represents truth. I think it represents power. I think it represents unity in the people that are disenfranchised. That's what you would want to uplift. It's a necessity considering what our kids are going to hear on the radio. It's a necessity considering when they're going to real what they're going to see, the images of African Americans that they're going to see. Majority of them. That's why you need a background. It's loud. It's beautiful. It's not saying Black Power and white's down. It's not. Black Power is unifying. It's one of the things that you respect all people, and it's not one of the things that that's a shepherd's attitude. Supposed to be inclusion. When is inclusion gonna start? When is inclusion gonna start? We got a very good. When it started, when there is no need for a Black Power, man, look at you don't want. Statistically, minorities represent everything that is negative in this country disproportionately.
Right.
The prison system is black and brown. There are over 315 million people in America. How is it possible if whites make up about over 60% of the population, and blacks about 17, Hispanics about 20? How we make up over 70% of the prison industrial complex? We don't have the numbers to commit more crime. We're getting sentenced harder, which is evident because we have presidents and all these people doing parties and reducing time. And that's the only, we have to be getting sentenced harder, policed harder. So it's one or the other, and it's all on perception. And it's not, and I'm not even going to blame that on the judicial system. I'm not going to blame it on the police. I'm going to blame it on mass media. I'm going to blame it on the media system. In today's day and age, we have done a great job telling America that if you look like this and not like this, be scared of him. Treat him different. Give him a harsher punishment. 18-1 crack cocaine disparity. I never understood that. And that was the blessing we got. It was 100 to 5 before the president signed into action to reduce the crack to the cocaine sentencing disparity. 18-1. We got caught with crack more. So it's like there's so much obvious things, and a lot of people are scared to speak on it and whatnot. And it's one of the things you just gotta, you really gotta just be realistic about the situation. There is a problem. We are treated differently. There is a problem, and that doesn't mean that individual. I firmly believe that every individual, not every, majority of individuals are loved, white, black, blue, or green. But there are systems and institutions that were placed in place years ago that we as a new generation, white and black, blue, green, orange, we're fixing them and we're bridging those. We're starting to be aware. We're starting to kind of understand, like, whoa. And it's not one of those things where, we are looking for handouts or begging for something. And to be honest with you, privilege goes so privileged, they don't realize they're privileged.
Mm-hmm.
they don't realize they're privileged. That they don't understand it. You know, so I ride through my own neighborhood. And get looks from the officer. Several times I handed out business cards. Just to be funny. I've been in grocery stores, I've been everywhere. All this kind of things happening and whatnot. But I don't look at it. It's not her fault. It's really not, and that's a few in between because it's really way like a million players in.
Speaking on one of the more current political controversial things going on right now, we had an event happen at the college with the black girl speaking to the white dude with the dreads, speaking of cultural appropriation and how he was trying to steal our culture. What you think about that?
I love the fact that she had an opinion. And we were talking about those stages.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much other stuff going on in the back, like so many other movements and so many other things going on with me. I mean, she's upset. You feel you go through this like identity crisis.
Right.
Like, you go through this like we don't have anything. So I understand where I understand the space she was coming from. I did not agree with her harassing and stopping anybody because I mean, principle-wise, the first law of man is self-preservation. So you putting your hands on somebody that ain't the smartest thing to do. So that she was way out of line then, but and from what I understand, the history of the actual dreadlock still like strength, unity, dating back to the Rastafarians who came, down in Jamaica and the islands and whatnot. Form of resistance over in the Americas when the big movement came to the Americas, it was form of rebellion. I'm not combing my hair, I'm not putting perm in my hair, I'm not straight ironing my hair, I'm not brushing my hair, I'm letting it grow out natural because you feel this natural. Natural being, my natural state. It created this feeling of self-worthiness and self-worthiness. So that was the history behind it. So I understand, but do I think he should not be allowed to run? He should be allowed to run. It's free country. That's like me saying I think I should be allowed to put on a shirt and tie. Historically, no. You should be able to do whatever you want to do, but if she wanted to enlighten him on the history of it. And then let him you can give him the agency. That's the big thing. Enlighten him. Have a conversation with him. Have a dialogue with him. And then give him the agency. It's like, put it this way. I don't see anybody walking around with shirts with swastika stickers on them because they know what it stands for. It's very, 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 very top. Very, 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 very upfront in the media. That stands for a lot of people being treated wrong and murdered. No, nobody wants anything to do with that. But if you don't tell a kid that, put swastika t-shirts in Walmart. They're wearing them. It's just all about enlightenment, So with him, he should be able to do what he wanted to do. He should be able to wear what he wanted to wear. You know what I'm saying? So I think she was a tad bit out of line, but I do understand where she was coming from. I think she was way out of line, to be honest with you. You just don't touch anybody, period. Point blank. That's something you don't do. Obviously, she's not from the environment like I'm from. You don't put your hands on nobody. Well, bro, that's just that. You don't go down like that.
That's you ready for what come after. Getting back to some of the work you've been doing with the youth and in the community, what was the major thing that pushed you to want to get into being involved in uplifting the community and the youth?
I've always been loving, want the best for everybody type person, I've always been one of those people who live in euphoria, I said I live in euphoria, you can't tell me I can't save them all, I will find a way to be right. You can't save them all, you're right, I might not be able to save them all, but how you going to measure how many I'm going to save? I might save one out of a million, that one might save 200, the 200 he saved, he might save one, that one might save 300, so there's no metric to really measure,
How far your work really going?
Yeah, you just know you can't make you just drop it off. You just you plant the seed. You plant the seed and it grows. You know what I'm saying? know, too many people who plant a seed and watch every second of the day, of the hour when the seed's growing and when the nutrients are drinking. You never know. You might drop something in a kid that might not save his life, but it touched him, and he dropping the next kid. You know what I'm saying? He saved that kid life, but he get, you know what I'm saying, in a situation that's boom. So that's why you drop it. You have to drop the knowledge. That's why you have to. You have to give it. You have to be follow the role model.
I personally have taken notice to the work you've been doing in the community. I definitely appreciate and respect everything you've been doing with the youth, the young kings and queens that we got in the community, providing them with a positive black male role model to look up to, along with all the time and dedication you've been giving to this cause. At this current moment, are there any clubs, groups, or organizations that you would recommend the youth or anybody in the community to get involved with to help take some of the load off you or to help get involved with work?
Oh yeah, man, you can anything, man. There's never enough programs. We got a Brotherhood of Man Mentoring Group. That's one I'm a part of. We have open doors. Anything, anybody come in and have by. You know, we have Newtown Nation. Newtown Nation, a big one, a huge one. We got Dr. Moore has a mentoring group. You know, and there's a church mentoring group at Bethlehem. There's a youth football, man. Understand? You have to use vehicles to reach children. Kids love football. Go coach football. And use it as a venue to just drop knowledge. Go do it. Kids love baseball. Go coach baseball. Use it as a venue to build character. I'm a football coach. I use it as a venue to build character. Big picture versus the little picture.
Personally, what do you want to see change as an end result from all the time and effort you sacrifice towards the betterment of your people and the community?
I would love to see, you know, particularly for Newtown, Newtown, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see, you know, more cohesive. You need competition in order to foster a healthy market. I mean, it's a capitalistic society. But it's a difference between cutthroat competition and just iron and sharpen iron. You can sharpen iron with iron, you know, but you going below the belt sometimes with cutting people out, with assassinating people's character, you know, we doing so there's no real, you know, stability, you know, as far as the movement, you know. But I love the movement that's going on now. A lot of young progressive minds are really trying to make a big difference, and they're doing great things, and they're really doing what they're supposed to do.
Shout out some of the boys, some of the young kings and queens you're proud of. Let some people know what's going on with the youth. Shout them out real quick.
A lot. Terrence Gilly and Ed James. You know what I'm saying? Dominique Harris, Dwight Fitch, Don Bell, Women and Men with a Purpose, Brock Waters, Marcus Waters, Anthony Hubbard, Shard Goodwin, Brian Hudson, Derek Timmons.
Name after name, man. It's all out here.
We can even go to Manatee County. We can get Greg Cruz. We can get Craig Crown Roundtree. Craig Roundtree, DB coach. They do great work in the community. We can go. Power program real serious. We can go. There's a lot of Rob doing some good things in the neighborhood. You know, a lot of people are doing great things. You know, we gotta keep it going. You know.
For real, a lot of y'all ain't on my list yet, but I'm coming for y'all. Y'all gonna get on this camera, let the people know what's up. Appreciate that shout out, man. Everybody gonna love that, letting them know what's going on in the community. As y'all can see, we got plenty of positive role models, positive influences, people in the community doing something positive. Running out of things to touch on. You want to give any words of advice or helpful information to share with the people?
Anybody can make a difference, man. No matter your background, like I said, no matter what you come from, done. Trust me, everybody has greatness in it. Everything has greatness in it. I use this all the time. Every single person on this earth was put here for a purpose. Period. Point blank.
I'm believing in that. We're getting ready to wrap it up. Any closing remarks, social media plugs where they can find you?
You can go on Facebook, Leroy Butler. You can find me on Facebook. I coach at Booker High School, so I'm always in the slide through Newtown. You'll see me somewhere.
All right, and any events or work coming up that you're gonna be involved with, that people can come see you or be involved with?
On May 28th, we're having a Youth Empowerment Day. Youth Empowerment Day, May 28th at Booker Middle School from 9 in the morning to 1. It's May 28th. It's gonna be real tight, man. We're gonna have character building stations, fun, food. It'll be real tight, something real.
All right. Looking forward to that. We'll put that on the calendar, May 28th.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. That's all. Thank you for your time, the information. Been a nice conversation with you. Everything you presented to the people will definitely be helpful in some type of way. Once again, peace and black powers, African Empowerment Network. We out till next time. Peace.